ask you,
I think the best way.
Are you okay with the slide? I mean, like, either way, it's fine. But are you okay with the slide?
Yeah, yeah, I love it.
Oh, I thought I was hearing different things. Yeah, I was hearing
I
that.
had to be paid.
Hot mic.
Everyone here.
yeah, sí,
Este.
oye, por ahorita.
Como dijiste. Hello.
Pedro. Oh, yeah.
Can you guys hear me? Hello. My name is Jose Maria and I approve this message. So thank you, Cesar and the Voice faculty, for allowing us to take over VPL today. I'm excited to bring our guest for Masterclass. I think we are live streaming today, are we? We are live. Hello, world. So it's a short class, so I'll just make it, I'll tell you a little bit about Maestro Jorge Parodi, who's our guest. Jorge has been on faculty at the Juilliard School in New York for over a decade, and he's conducted L'Enfant et le Sortilège there. He's also currently the music director of the Senior Opera Theater at Manhattan School of Music. As a conductor and coach who's worked extensively in North America, Europe, and Asia, recent credits include Figaro at Chautauqua, Carmen, Barbieri in Sibilia, and Nozze di Figaro at Opera Tampa, Turn of the Screw at Castleton Festival and the Banff Center in Canada, Tales of Hoffman at Orlando Opera, Maria de Buenos Aires and New York City Opera, and the world premiere of John Musto's Rhoda and the Fossil Hunter at Lyric Opera of Chicago. Last year I had the pleasure of working with Maestro Parodi in a production of Frida at Atlanta Opera. Recently, he was selected as the new music director for the opera in Williamsburg, Virginia, and he has conducted Rigoletto, Trovatore, Elixir of Love, Lucia di Lammermoor, and many others. In 2016, Maestro Parodi created the Tokyo International Vocal Arts Academy, and he's been a faculty member at IVA in Israel and Arte Escénica in Mexico. He holds a master's degree in accompanying and chamber music from the University of Michigan, where he was mentored by Martin Katz. And that's it. Without further introduction, let me welcome Maestro Jorge Parodi. No, in English.
Hello. There we go. Okay, well, thank you, Cesar, and thank you, Jose Maria, for having me here. I'm very excited to be in San Francisco, and I'm very happy that we are able to do the class today for all these people and all that people. And so let's start.
village from Les Unes.
Beautiful. Alexandra. It was gorgeous. One thing that's important is aria, same thing as the other aria of Urbain, is that you are the comedic reliefs of the opera, right? It's a very serious opera, lot of problems, bad ending, but you are the funny element. So we had to enjoy that from the beginning. We need to know from the beginning that, oh my God, you have never seen this before. No, I can't believe it. You cannot wait to tell them the story, right? So we had to have the excitement from the beginning. What do we do before, because this is a rondeau, we're going to repeat the no all the time. Can we start from Le Cavalier n'y voit goutte? So, already, describe everything. He cannot see anything, right? And he's going, he's touching here and there, so make sure that you have more exciting. Can we do a little faster and a little more exciting, with a little more staccato? So, Le Cavalier n'y voit goutte. All right?
Le cavalier n'y voit goutte.
Oh my God!
Il cherche
Good. And then says le coup. Make more fun with that gesture. Le coup. Okay? So one more time. Le cavalier n'y voit goutte.
Le cavalier n'y voit goutte.
Even more.
Il cherche dans sa route.
Les enfants. Good. Don't be afraid. I mean, I know that you're not afraid, but sell more your low.
Okay.
Les enfants mutants. Have more fun with the low, right?
Yeah,
Les enfants.
Les enfants. No. Les enfants mutants. La gasse le rise sec. Louis jette des fleurs. Louis jette des fleurs.
So there's a difference between the kids annoying him and the sisters throwing the flowers. Throwing the flowers. All right? One more time from Les Enfants.
Les enfants mutants.
Good. Alexander, say it very loud. Say that text very loud.
Les enfants mutants.
Even louder. Les enfants mutants.
Les enfants mutants.
Yeah, sing it like that. One.
Les enfants mutants. La gasse des mains.
Change.
Le rise sec. Lui jette des fleurs. Lui jette des fleurs.
Fantastic. No.
No.
Yeah, have more fun. This is, oh my God, you've never seen this, right? Say that in English, please.
Oh my God, you've never seen it.
Exactly that. No. Wait to hear this.
Jamais tu caches. Non, rien n'est plus de tel par la voix du je n'ai pas. That was the wrong one.
That's okay. Very good. I will make those short. It's funnier if you do the staccato. Suivi, prese. Okay? Write down suivi. And one.
Suivi, presi, déjeuner fini, diamo ça va s'approcher du château.
Papi. Yeah, I will breathe a little faster and say a tempo. It's more exciting. Penche du château à quelle heure? All right? So this is from, one more time. Suivi, presi. One.
Suivi,
Presi.
sorry. Yeah.
Go.
Suivi, presi,
Sure.
déjeuner fini,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
ça va s'approcher du château.
You can read the R. Okay, so you
Yeah,
can
we
read
breathe
the.
on the R.
That's
We don't
okay.
do the R.
Very good. So du château, but Exactly. Give us the da-da. It's so excited. The syncopation has to have the excitement anyway.
Okay.
Let's do it one more time. Suivi.
Yeah.
There's a little more consonants here. De jeune fille dit amour. So, okay. Ow. One. No, let's do it from suivi. Suivi.
Suivi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ow.
Suivi, précis, des jeunes filles du Ham, ça va s'approcher du
Château, elle fait pour
le château, elle fait, c'est pas
Very good. And what happened now? In your character, what's happening now?
like the cadenza.
Yeah, exactly. The cadenza.
Yeah.
What's your plan for it?
My plan is to do different characters for each set of moments, and I'm going to tell them that yes, you can come be with him. Maybe you can't be with him, or you can, or you can, or you can, or you can,
Good.
but maybe not.
Very good. And think about it that it's always excited. This is the best use ever. Never, you have never seen, as you said, you have never seen anything like this. You guys never seen anything like this. Enjoy the cadenza. You had never heard anything like this. You have fun all the time. Okay?
Yeah.
Pa 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 pa. Good. Nice. Very good. So let's go back now to the very beginning. Still at this tempo. It's a little excited, and when you have the rests,
Yes.
make them a break in your idea. So
Okay.
because you're not going through. Vous n'avez jamais regardé, and appoggiatura, very excited,
Right.
and you're doing it. But have more fun with the staccato.
Okay.
That's the legato on the triplet is different. Vous n'avez jamais regardé, no, 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 la da da da, ba-da-bum, ba-da-da-da. Oh my God! Right when you start singing.
Right. Okay.
No, 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 no.
Vous n'avez jamais regardé, non, rien n'a pris de tel pour la voix du jeu de page. Non, 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 et les filles du village.
Oh, change.
Jamais n'oublieront ce train.
And now you're going to tell us a story. What happened? Good. We need a little more text because now you're telling the story. Before it said, listen to this, and now you're finally telling what's happening. So, entouré de gens sans nombre. Okay. Da 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 da. We have different gestures that I think you should use it. When you say over his eyes,
Right.
and this is funny, right? Okay, so oh my God, that's so exciting. Boca, okay?
Right.
En tournée. Look at it. Keep talking. Yeah, keep talking. Okay, I think you say, this is fantastic, so beautiful. Have more fun with that, yes. And because the gesture is much bigger. Cavalier, okay, un beau. or what feeling is it?
A little creepy.
Good. Okay. So, and you're saying that it was you're saying he's like a shadow, right? So it's weird, and he didn't see anything, and he was gliding. Okay. Right there. Pum, para, pum. Have fun. What a mess. I never seen this. Oh, it's all. Very good, good. And then we end up where we finish. Beautiful. We're going to move on to the next person. That was beautiful. I love the attitude. It sounds really wonderful. I really like questions. So anything? Anyone? Anyone? From you?
How did you come across this area?
Actually, my wonderful voice teacher, Kathy Cook, introduced it to me. And she was like, you should sing this. And I was like, all right, let's do it.
And very well done. Sounds looks gorgeous.
Is this your first time singing it?
Yes, this is my first time. It's about
Bravo.
2.5 months old. So, yeah.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful. It just suits you really well. Enjoy, have fun. It's a fun area, and you should make us have fun, and you should have fun.
Definitely. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. And now we have Natalie. Oh, perfect. Now, Natalie, you're doing the aria from Giulietta from Capoletti Montecchi, and you know it's very long. So we can do the aria, or we can do the recit. Can we just do the recit? Yeah. Okay, good. So we're going to do only the recit.
Come
Wonderful. And you know, this is your introduction in the opera. This is the first time we see you, the first time we hear you. And this is typical bel canto. And there's one thing that is very special of this aria, and a very typical actually in many areas of bel canto, is when you introduce the first character, the first note is also your vocal introduction to the audience. And in this music, the sound itself is the actor. That's why it's one of the traits of bel canto, which doesn't happen in pretty much any other style. The sound is your personality, and it's very important that we hear it. In fact, this first note is just tenuto. It says lunga, so it doesn't say exactly how long, but it's long, and I like it really long. And you started beautiful, but you need to enjoy. You need to introduce. Hello, this is my voice. This is my character. This is my personality. This is me. So it's very that note is very important. Now, so we don't freak out with that note. We start normal. Don't worry. Just open all your sounds. Start, and then do a messa di voce, right? So do the crescendo until you fill the room with a beautiful sound, and then you do a minuendo to impress everyone with the pianissimo, and then you finish. All right? It's a little more sound at the beginning, more relaxed, more full. Say hello. 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 Even more. Hello.
Hello.
More.
Hello.
There you are. Okay? Hello.
Hello.
So, hey, when the first pitch. Very good. Yeah, so the voice is more relaxed. See, they already give us a better impression. So start like that. It doesn't have to be loud, it doesn't have to be soft, it has to be comfortable. Then do a crescendo until you really impress us with the sound. Comfortable is your sound, no more than no less. And then you go, see what I can do, show everything that your personality is. Good. Even longer. Even longer. Make us hold a breath. Crescendo. Louder. Good. And now we get specific. Now we introduce who you are, and you're saying, here I am in a happy dress, which is the opposite, because you're going to say not happy. Make sure that you already introduce the conflict. Okay? So one more time, and then we go. Good. And I'm going to, you're doing it wonderful. I'm going to point everything you're doing because not often we have singers that do what you're doing, which is fantastic. All right? May I play something? We have the element, guys. So that is said to fall like the victim in the altar. And she has that impulse of dropping down. And you're doing beautifully. And then that note from the altar, like to the bottom of the altar, and this is painful, and she's doing it. You're doing it. And also the bocciatura is also very expressive. And I hear the pathos in it. So I just point it out because it's very important that we understand the pathos of the music, and you're doing it. So now that I pointed out, I want them to listen to it. Let's start from here. Yeah. You hate it. You hate it. I hate it. Good. Where are the Teddy? Where are the torches? I think you should be aware of them. They're about here, and they are lit for your wedding. But you wish that these torches, instead of being to make the palace more beautiful, is to be the one that lit your pyre where you're going to be burned. All right. So be aware of them. Hate them. Get a little more specific with that coloratura. So, what are you saying? Siate per me. What? Faciferali. Yes. So fire, a deadly fire,
Yeah.
right? So, burn me down.
Yes.
Yeah, like I want it to be killed. So, kill me now. So that's what it says. Siate, siate. Per me. And after that outburst, you are out of breath. Una vampa, right? So after that context, you are so upset, so out of breath that you're saying, I'm burning, I cannot breathe. So in that mood, make sure the horn comes in, right? So what we're going to do again, fragifera. Good, I love it. The gesture, the musical gesture is enormous, right? And the dramatic gesture is big. I think the body gesture could be a little bigger.
Stronger.
Yeah, because your body is a little too restrained for the musical gesture. So something doesn't total sense, makes sense. So allow yourself to accompany physically a bit what you're saying, all right? So siate, asia. That's the first one. Be tired and very disappointing. You see you're suffering. And here, you're trying to go to the window or something, you need to gasp for air. You cannot breathe well. You're very uncomfortable. And it's not working. You cannot breathe. And then you say, let's make that a little more disappointed, and because in vain you are not being comforted. You're burning inside, and although you go to the window, nothing happens. Okay, so a little more disappointing. Good. And now we have a big change. And thank you for cutting those things. What happened with that score is sometimes we have the chords and sometimes we have the arpeggio. It's because there is two options. He wrote the chords in case you don't have a harp, but if your company could hire a harp, we only play the harp part, right? So that's why they have the two versions, and it's not very clear in the score why do we have those things. But the chords are in lieu of the harp, and since we have the harp, and the harp is also very special. It's the first time in the opera that we have the harp, we hear the harp, and the harp is the spirit of you and Romeo, right? And then so when you hear the harp, the whole world, sound world changes, and we introduce Romeo, right? So when you hear the harp, you have to be inspired by him. Or better, you think of him and we hear the harp.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Think of him. Where are you? No. Don't be so happy because he's not with you.
No.
And you're so, where are you? Where are you? Why are you not with me?
Okay.
But think of him. Please come. Just a little higher, please. Good. And we have the, in this version we don't have the poggiatura, I don't know, the portamento. We have the dove, portamento in dove. That has the portamento. Let's try without the portamento, just for this score. I don't remember that we need to have the portamento there.
Okay.
But then when you're saying, where are you, and you're searching for him, we have this moving gesture. So that's searching, right? Where are you? And okay, and then where, right? Okay, so dove sei tu? Beautiful name. Where? Good. Why don't we do something easier? Do the sospiri a little louder, a little softer, and then louder on the G, and then do the diminuendo. So soft, louder here, and then diminuendo easy, and then fade out. Okay. Even softer, it will be more impressive, and I think it's easier not for you to be softer. Yeah, that's easier. Very good. Well, since we have time, why don't we do the aria? It's also a harp. Good. Sunny, could we have less rhythm? This rhythm, so it's a little more, yeah, even rhythm. And you can, because it's a harp, it could be a little more rubato. Excuse me. It could be a little more rubato, so it'll allow us for flexibility. Right, so you have we have more flexibility, right? How many? So many. Good. And being Bellini is very specific. Everything is written. The rests are for a reason. We often see in Bellini all these short, and then endless, right? And that's very effective and on purpose. So do the short when it is short and for a reason. quante volte, oh quante, 5 Ks before the second quante, okay? One more body. Ardor, I wait for you. And you're deceived. More ardor, more. Be very disappointed. Good. And that will be an impressive one to make it without breathing. Try. I think you have control of it, and it's a good phrase to make it very long because you don't have anything before and you don't have anything after, right? This is from con quale ardor. This is from such ardor. Desperate. Appoggiatura. Long breath. Don't breathe. Now you breathe. Good. Good. Because what's your image of him? How do you feel? It's warm, right? And I love high note pianissimos. When you have it. It's very soft. Yeah, it's a good note to be very, very soft. And it's first of all, this melody is beautiful, and it's warm and comforting. Okay. If you're going to breathe, which is totally great, don't rush anything. This is very important in bel canto. Don't rush. And one of the things I always say, one of the features that we have in these cadenzas that pays the most and costs you nothing is silence. Yeah. And no one is going to go anywhere. We're all expecting you to finish. Mm-hmm. You have absolutely control of everything. And if you control this moment of silence, it's fantastic. Try. So. Yeah. Start more comfortable. Do this for me. More. Finish the sound, but don't breathe. Finish the sound. Finish. Now breathe. Crescendo. Diminuendo. Diminuendo. And when you finish, don't breathe. Now breathe. Good. Yeah. It's better control if you don't breathe at the end.
Okay.
Breathe at the beginning. And if it's the end, just breathe after. Suspir. You have a better control of it. All right? Beautiful. Good job. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. How are we doing? Perfect.
Good afternoon. My name is Grant Harper, and I will be performing Die Spieltnis ist bezaubernd schön from Mozart's Die Zauberflöte. Die Spieltnis ist bezaubernd schön, wie noch kein Auge je gesehen. Ich fühl es, wie dies Götterbild mein Herz mit neuer Regung füllt. Mein Herz mit neuer Regung füllt. Dies etwas kann ich zwar nicht nennen, doch fühl ich's hier wie Feuer brennen. Soll die Empfindung lieber sein, soll die Empfindung lieber sein. Ja, ja, die Liebe ist allein. Die Liebe, die Liebe, die Liebe ist allein. Oh, wenn ich sie nur finden könnte, oh, wenn sie doch schon vor mir stände, ich würde warm und rein, was würde ich? Ich würde sie vollen Zügen an diesen heißen Busen drücken.
you are very comfortable with the aria, which is great. It's really a pleasure to hear you doing it like this. It's so vocally comfortable, and that's wonderful in an area that could be challenging. I think my take on the aria is that it is more life-changing situation, and I think it's you should be in shock in a way, and you should be amazed, and you are, in fact, you are a bit out of loss of word at points, and you don't know exactly what's going on, but you need to be in awe.
Okay.
I don't think you're nonchalant about it or that perky about it. I think it's something like, what is this? It had to be magical. It had to be, in a way, idealized, right? I mean, the whole opera is a bit idealized in many aspects, to the right or to the wrong. But I wanted to be amazed.
Okay.
Already with the beginning, it's like, ta-da, what is happening? And Billness, you have this beautiful jump up to the beautiful note, and I tried to do it, the upper note, as dreamy, as magical, as you can see. This image is magically beautiful.
Okay.
All right, so make sure that note has to be so beautiful, like I never seen before. And when you say it's God image, it's divine, all right? That's
Right.
it gets much more exciting.
Okay.
All right? So be shocked.
Okay.
Happy and shocked. My God.
Die Bildnis ist bezaubernd schön.
Good. Enjoy magical or bewitchingly or
Okay.
long consonants, long vowels,
Okay.
everything long. Okay, right on your singing.
Die Bildnis ist bezaubernd schön. Wie noch
I've never
kein
seen-
Auge je gesehen.
I don't know what you feel.
Ich fühl es.
What?
Ich fühl
Oh, yes.
es.
Heavenly
Wie dies Götterbild
feels you.
mein Herz mit
New.
neuer Regung füllt.
You say it again. More.
Mein
With new.
Herz mit neuer Regung füllt.
Good. Why don't we use the N in Neuer too, the second time,
Okay.
because to mark with a new feeling. My heart, when you say the first time, heart, you're saying like this. The second time, your heart is in process. You're trying to understand what's happening.
Okay.
I'm a big, I like to work on musical behavior. So when, and we did a bit on that on Bellini, and certainly Mozart, in late Mozart, he's trying to get very specific, and every musical behavior is meaningful, right? And so when you go up, means something. When you go down, means something. When you have an appoggiatura, means something. When you have a melisma, means something. So you could have said different, but you say first time, second time, right?
Yes.
Try to understand the pathos of the music,
Okay.
and feel that pathos with the text. Mein Herz.
Mein Herz
It's new. And you feel it, and you emphasize. 4. And think about it. This is something, I don't know how to call it. Is it what's happening to me? Yeah, and again, you're saying I'm out of words. I don't know how to name it. Would a little more glottal before etwas.
Okay.
Please. Etwas kann ich nennen. A little more N.
Okay.
Everything longer. Make the vowels long, but also enjoy your consonants. Okay. Make them expressive, and you have time there, not just to introduce a new tune. It's because, well, what's going on? I don't know.
Right.
So in that mood, this etwas kann ich nennen.
Okay.
Let's do the climax. What's happening?
Dies etwas kann ich zwar nicht nennen, doch will ich's hier wie Feuer brennen.
Fire. Cha-cha. Question?
Die Empfindung Liebe sein, soll die Empfindung Liebe
Good.
sein.
Excellent. And you are saying the same text in a very different way.
Yep.
So the first one, you're underlining feeling and love. The second time you say, should it? And then feeling. And we know for a fact that Wagner will call this love, but we know we have it here. We have it, he does it like 3 times in this area. The turn is a symbol of love. All right, so you're saying the second time, and that's a question, you think? Yes. Okay. Right move.
Soll die Empfindung Liebe sein.
Is it? Should?
Soll die Empfindung Liebe sein.
Good. Excellent. And Grant, give us a better color for love.
Okay.
First time again.
Soll die Empfindung Liebe
And
sein.
now
Soll die Empfindung Liebe sein.
is it? Is it? Yes.
Ja, die Liebe ist allein.
Oh my God, it's the first time in your life. You know it. It's the first time in your life that you feel love.
Okay. Yep.
Yes. Die Liebe. I can imagine it's love. Die Liebe. Finally, I found my person. Die Liebe. All right.
Okay.
So you don't think about it. Is it life-changing experience?
Ja, die Liebe ist allein.
A little friend. Is it?
Die Liebe,
It feels amazing.
die
Oh my God, my life is new.
Liebe ist allein.
And why is this music? This is, how would you play that, Sunny? That's my shirt here. What's the feeling of this? Good. And it's excited, and it goes, and then it falls apart in a way. You get excited. So that creates a feeling of we're saying, oh, if I would be with him, with her, what am I going to do? Okay, so think about it.
Oh, wenn sie doch schon vor mir stände. Oh, wenn sie doch schon vor mir stände.
I I don't know what.
Firda,
Yes.
warm und rein, was firda ich?
Good. And listen one more time. Be a little taller. You're going to. This is a little weaker, and you need to be a little more. Yes. And it idealize again. It's like, what would I do? All right. So be in where surprisingly.
Oh, wenn ich sie nur finden könnte.
Every consonant.
Oh, wenn sie doch schon vor mir stände.
I would.
Ich firda,
Be tall. Be tall.
firda, warm und rein, was firda ich?
What would you do? What would you do? Yes.
Ich firda sie, vollen Zicken, an diesen heißen Rosenrücken.
Good. Let's be more excited with that because finally the orchestra is very active and we get into the da dee da da da. You're going to hold fast to your chest and make it much more arrival. Okay. So after you think, what would I do? You say.
Ich firda sie, vollen Zicken, an diesen heißen Rosenrücken.
Gentle.
Und ewig wäre sie dann mein.
Can you imagine forever with me?
Und
Forever.
ewig wäre sie
Mein.
dann mein.
If you were me.
Und ewig wäre sie dann mein. Ewig wäre sie dann mein.
Ever.
Ewig wäre sie dann mein.
Imagine your life is solved. Finally, you have the person that you were looking for. Good. Yeah. It's a very important area for your life. It's something that never happened, and because this is the living happily ever after kind of mood of the kind of behavior of an opera. So we had to feel like this is not only the perfect person for now, but it's your soulmate, and you had to be in awe that you find it, and we had to believe that for real you will be satisfied forever with this person. And it has to be amazed, it had to be afraid, you had to be excited, it had to be shockingly wonderful. All right, so it's very special. But exactly, you can do anything, you go in that direction. Okay, great. Thank you, Grant. Wonderful. Hi.
Hello, my name is Emma Sharp, and I will be singing La Zio Principesa's aria from Suor Angelica.
And you don't know Di frequente la sera?
Oh, no.
Okay,
I
fine.
do.
But other times start there because what you say after that is in that putting together is when I okay anyway but
Absolutely.
right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nel silenzio di quei raccoglimenti il mio spirito perché sono lontani e si
Um, this is a very economical area, right? So we have a lot of information in short time.
Yes.
It's very, in a way, it's very different from what we did with Bellini, in which there is more time for the music to give us information. In this one, the text give us most of the information, right? And so this is much more what we're used to acting nowadays, which is more movie-like. So this is very specific that we need to talk, and the pathos comes in the music certainly, but the talking is essential. So the text delivery is very important. That's why I say it's other times consider start from di frequente la sera, because when you're saying, often in the evening I gather myself, and then you say, in the silence of that gathering, right? So it's textually it's a little better setup, but it's fine. So say the text for me from Nel silenzio di quel raccoglimento.
Nel silenzio.
Oh, this is very important. It's very important. You waited 6 or 7 years to talk to your niece and tell her this, and you are very upset with her.
Yes.
You're extremely disappointed on her, mostly because you're responsible for her, and you are you feel guilty and towards your siblings, right? Your sister and they are dead. So it's very, very difficult.
Right.
So nel silenzio.
Nel silenzio di quei raccoglimenti.
Good. And we're going to do two things. We're going to talk louder to the room, but also be more quiet.
Okay.
So it's going to be more sound, but it's going to be much more focused.
Okay.
Nel silenzio di quel... It's easier with the microphone, of course.
Nel silenzio di quei raccoglimenti, il mio spirito par che s'allontani.
Go on. Okay.
E s'incontri con quel di vostra
I'll
madre.
be a little more reproaching.
Okay.
E s'incontri con quel di vostra madre in colloquio. Okay? E s'incontri.
E s'incontri con quel di vostra madre in colloqui ettere arcani.
Painful.
Come
No,
penoso.
be a little more. Come penoso.
Come penoso. Come penoso. Udire morti, dolorare, piangere.
Well, and of course that's probably in your head. I mean, you feel that your sister is crying out of shame for what her daughter did, right? And you're repeating for the first time. I mean, you're saying repeating come penoso, and you're going to repeat espiare, right? You're repeating those two words in the whole area. So come penoso had to be extremely painful for you to repeat it. Come penoso.
Come penoso.
Even more P now.
Come penoso. Udire morti, dolorare, piangere.
Good. We're going to start. And here, this is in nel silenzio. Talk with pitch.
Talk on pitch. Nel silenzio di quel
raccoglimento.
il mio spirito
Par che s'allontani. Quel di vostra let's try that without breathing.
Okay.
You can. Go all the way to mother in your head. Strange enough, Consonants will save you air. Unless there's an F or an S, you're nel silenzio, and they are much more painful. E si incontri con quel di vostra madre. E si incontri con quel di con quel di vostra madre. Put it together. Go on. Put together. Good, good. The breathing is very important because in this discourse, secret, mysterious, you don't know where it is, but then so hard, so painful, right? So let's do from in colloquio, and one thing, go all the way to Arcani. Don't in your head, go all the way. In colloqui eterni ancora. Good. And this make make Arcani softer because it's secret or unknown, or so that we have that change of chord that is so expressive. We don't know. It's just it's different. So make it. Let's use it. Breathe in pain. More. Painful. Come pena. Reproachful. And this is painful, painful, painful. But this note is you're pointing the finger. And I would like to see a change in your psyche, in that chord. This is like, but when it's over, I only have one word for you.
Right, exactly.
Atonement. All right. So let's do from in. Udire morti. Eventually, I will encourage you to try not to breathe, but if not, breathe before dolorare. Okay,
Yeah,
this one.
okay.
Udire. Udire morti dolor. Finish. Is this painful? You see your sister crying, but then it says quasi a piacere. It's a seventh, but it's irrelevant. The rhythm there is not equal, it's text-based. So, and the accent is l'estasi. So, quando l'estasi mystico scompare, just say the text. You are really almost in recit because there's no melody. So all text. It says quasi a piacere col canto, meaning still organized, but text-oriented. Quando l'estasi mystico scompare. Good. Let's not use your head, otherwise it's too. And don't make it even. In Italian, syllables are never even. One thing that is typical of Italian is the inflection, meaning that the stressed syllables are longer. Quando l'estasi mistica scompare, okay? And your voicing should have finger pointing.
Right.
Quando l'estasi mistica scompare, fervo osservanda una parola.
Crescendo. Very upset. 7 years.
Espero
More. Atonement. You take it.
Offritela la Vergine, la mia giustizia.
Good. Don't use your head. Mia, Jew, it's too modern. And then it should be much more.
Okay,
This is what you should have done.
right.
You are guilty.
Right.
You're guilty. Go and pray. All right? So, espiare. Very.
Okay. The first one.
Yeah. Big. Say it to the world. Good. Can you be, wait. Say atonement in English. Be really mad. Scream it to the world. Atonement in English.
Atonement!
Yes. We need that feeling. Espiare.
Okay.
Again. Go. Doc, love me. Don't move. Don't move. Stop. Don't move. Look at her. You deserve it. All right. Good. Questions? We have like 3 minutes. Questions? Anything? Questions are very important. Don't judge yourself. Just ask anything you want.
I think they want to get to that next class, bro.
All right.
Thank you, Sani, so much for playing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.